families of the Newtown families say they are pushing for tougher gun laws because they cannot go back to life before December 14th. They are hoping to do what politicians haven't, and the group talked about that with Scott Pelley on last night's 60 Minutes.
Now that you have an outcome in the state of Connecticut that you're reasonably pleased with, what has to happen in Washington, in your estimation?
They have to be our government and vote. Up or down, they have to vote.
And what provisions would you like to see passed in Washington? What do you think will be most effective?
I mean, personally, I would think limiting magazine size and universal background check. If I had to pick two.
And anything that helps reduce gun trafficking as well, and the straw purchases. Straw
purchases are those when a person who has a clean record buys a gun for a person who would not have been able to pass a background check.
Correct.
Happens all the time.
That's common sense.
Common sense laws.
But gun rights advocates make the argument this wouldn't have helped at Sandy Hook.
I mean, of course, on the federal level, not every law passed is going to make a difference in what happened to us. Generally speaking, it is important for us to try and control the illegal flow of weapons. I don't think anyone is against that. I don't think anyone is against, I mean, if you look at the subject of universal background checks and you look at a study that came out of the New England Journal of Medicine in mid-January, the majority of Americans asked support that. You hear all the time that guns don't kill people, people kill people. Well, then let's start some background checks for people.
Do any of you fear that after only 4 months, the impact of this on the Congress is beginning to fade, and the memory of how we felt on that day is beginning to fade?
Well, people do change because the country goes in different places, but we're going to bring it right back so that America can see. 4 months to them, it feels like it just happened a moment ago.
To you.
And yet, it's been years since I've seen my son.
His best